So my name is Wendy Clayton, and I am part of Jennifer's Young Living team. I've been in here teaching before, but we like to, one of the, yeah, I'm a Young Living Silver. I've been a Young Living for 10.5 years. And I love doing DIY events, and I actually haven't done that many. Um, this year. I did one around this time last year. I usually do some big ones, gift making ones around this time. And this year's been kind of interesting. I haven't done a lot of as many in-person gathering with DIYs as I like to do. We've only done a couple things here and there. But this is a fun one. This is a new one I have not shared before, and I haven't made these products before. So before I got on today, I was working on getting some of these made for samples for those that are coming to my house tomorrow night to actually get to make these in person. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to share my screen so that we can get started with going through our information here. So let me do this so I can see everybody. Still see. And if y'all have any questions or anything as we go along, you're welcome to pop that in the chat. I will be watching that a bit as we go through. And um, and yeah, so if you have any questions, we will do that. If you are on the live stream, oh, I see Susie and Charlie. I see you. Hop on. Jennifer just shared the Zoom link. Come hop on Zoom so that we can be seeing you here live and you can ask questions. Okay, so let's get started. Thank you so much for being here this evening. It's so excited to show you how easy it can be to add essential oils to your holiday season through some fun DIY gifts. I'll be showing you how you can add them into personal care items, household items, and some delicious treats also. So how many of you have heard of Young Living Oils before? You can raise your hand. Let me know how many of y'all have heard of Young Living Oils. I think everybody here has been using them for a bit. So we are going to talk about some fun new ways, possibly new ways. Maybe you haven't tried these in this way yet. So if you don't already know, Young Living carries oils that can be diffused and inhaled or applied topically. And they also carry a line of ingestible essential oils called the vitality oils, and they are the same oil as the regularly labeled oils. And I'll show you, I think I have some, I'll show you some examples later when I switch back. They are the same oils, the regular oils. The label, they're just labeled differently to make it easier to know which can be used safely and can be ingested safely. Let's put it that way. You can add a regular oil to a diffuser, open the lid and inhale, apply it right to the skin with or without carrier oil. It's up to you. You can also use them for DIYs like we will today. So I'll share a bit more as we go through this fun. I'm going to be sharing these fun, yummy DIY recipes with you that we'll use these items to create our baskets of wellness today. Okay, so here we go. So our first basket that we're going to talk about is our self-care basket. And as I go through each of these, I'm going to show you, there's 3 main recipes that go with each basket. And also, so be sure to let me know, I need to keep track of who is here and who is not, or y'all can message me right after the class. I do have a file that I can send you that will have the recipes so that you can do these at home also. Okay. So our self-care basket, I'm going to show you 3 main recipes, and then I will also show you a list of additional items that go well with each of these baskets that you can add in. So our first one here is the gingerbread body lotion. This is the one as we were getting started, I was just in the middle of working on that. I get to finish that when we're done. It smells so good. So they call it body lotion. I normally call it a body butter. So this is made with coconut oil, like the type that's solid at room temperature or when it's cold like it is now, shea butter, ground ginger, ground cinnamon, vanilla extract, and then you use 2 drops of ginger essential oil and 2 drops of the cinnamon bark essential oil. And this one takes a little more time, and it's kind of, interesting to work with. I love making body butters, but they do take a little bit of time, but it's fairly simple, just a little time. So you mix a shea butter, coconut oil in a saucepan so that you melt them. And then you're going to pour it into a bowl and refrigerate it. They say for 15 minutes. I have found it usually takes longer to get to the right consistency to whip up well. So that's where it can take a little more time. After you let it kind of chill and cool off and start to, I usually do it to where it starts to barely thicken. You're going to take it back out, mix in the ginger and the cinnamon, the ground ginger, the ground cinnamon, the essential oils, and the vanilla. And then you're going to use a mixer or a stand mixer makes it easier because you're not having to stand there and like hold it, but you're going to whip it for at least 5 minutes until it gets to be light and fluffy. So you're just going to kind of watch it. What I try to do it is till I see it to where, you know, it kind of peaks start forming and it kind of holds together really well, and the color will change. So because I was messing with this earlier, when you mix all those ingredients together and it's still all melty, it looks brown. And as you whip these items together, it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. And so anyways, it's was almost done before I had to come up here. And then what you're going to do, this makes enough to fill like a 4-ounce mason jar, and depending on how much it whips up. And so after you whip it up to how you want it, you're going to put it in the mason jar, and then you can use this on your hands and your body as you desire. I would keep it away from my eyes or sensitive areas just because the oils that are in it. But it smells so good. It smells so good. I will tell you that. I was hoping to have it done so I could show you a picture, show you it, but I will have to show that to you later. Okay, our next one is the peppermint foot soak, which I do have here. I'll show it to you when I flip the screen. This also smells amazing, and it's super, super easy. So you do 3/4 of a cup of Epsom salt, just plain Epsom salt. You do 1/4 cup of baking soda, and you do 1 peppermint tea bag. So you take the peppermint tea bag and you actually cut it open. You pour the peppermint leaves into the mixture, and then you add 5 drops of peppermint essential oil. And then all you do is put those items in a bowl, mix it up really, really well, and then put it into an 8-ounce mason jar. And then after that, you'll just add 2 to 3 tablespoons into a foot bath. So this is meant to be used in a foot bath with some hot water, and then allow your feet to soak for 15 to 20 minutes. Those of you doing the lymphatic cleanse, you could just put a little bit of this in there with the rest of your stuff in your foot bath. It'll make it smell good. You'll have rosemary and peppermint going in there. But it smells amazing, and it's going to be very kind of soothing and energizing at the same time. And then, one of the things about these items, they make really great gifts because the scents are ones that pretty much everybody likes, and they smell so yummy. Our next thing I also brought up here to show you all that I made this earlier. Still have to label everything, but this is orange vanilla body scrub, and this is another very super easy one to mix up. It's 1 cup of white sugar, 1/4 cup of coconut oil. Once again, it's the type that's kind of solid at room temperature. 3 drops of orange essential oil and 2 drops of vanilla essential oil, our vanilla oil. And then you just take those. What I did is I took the sugar and I put the essential oils in it first and mixed them up. I like whisked them together really good first. And then I measured out the coconut oil. And because it's pretty chilly here, so it's kind of pretty solid. What I did was I just zapped it in the microwave for like 20 seconds to soften it a little bit. And then I stirred it in really, 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 really well. And then I put it in the jar, and both the peppermint soak and this body scrub, it fills these 8-ounce jars like exactly. Really good. These recipes worked well for those 2 things. And then what you do with that, the body scrub, is then you would just using a spoon, which those of you that are coming to my house, I have these cute wooden spoons to go with this. You will just take a little bit out, put a little bit on your body, rub it into your skin, and you can, and then you normally you'll put it on and then you'll rinse it off. They recommend only not doing it more than 2 to 3 times a week because you don't want to over exfoliate your skin. But it's really good. This can be used just on your hands or it can be used all over. And you will smell amazing because it smells so yummy. It smells like an orange creamsicle. Okay, so why ditch? Why should we ditch synthetically fragranced self-care products? Self-care products that are synthetically fragranced, they may contain petroleum-based mineral oil, which can irritate the skin, causing a rash or a burning feeling on contact. They may contain parabens, which can cause significant issues when they build up in your body. I know some of y'all are doing a lymph detox and it's important, right? We're trying to clear all this stuff out. Typically, they contain synthetic fragrance. These products that we buy at the store, they usually are fragrance with synthetic icky things, and those can actually be made up. They can just label it as fragrance, and it can be made up of thousands of different harsh chemicals, but they're not required to label it. So you don't know exactly what is in those products that you're using. And they may also contain pegs, which can cause skin irritation and severe hypersensitivity reactions in many, many people. Um, I know for me, the synthetic fragrances, I used to think that I hated lavender. I didn't hate lavender and I wasn't allergic to lavender. What I had problems with was the synthetically fragranced junk that I had only been exposed to until I started being exposed to the essential oils and found that real lavender smells very different and it actually helps all of my challenges instead of making it worse. So it was awesome to really find the true thing. So it really, really does make a difference. So why should you switch to Young Living essential oil infused products? They are formulated without parabens, sulfates, phthalates, or synthetic fragrances or colors. The Young Living products are infused with Young Living premium essential oils and backed by the Seed to Seal quality commitment. They contain an ultra much moisturizing blend of plant-derived oils and butter. So the different body products, whether there's lotions, they actually have body butters, they have of course things like shampoo, whole lines of facial care products. Um, what else do we have? Soap, body wash, all kinds of really cool things. We use a lot of them every day. But they have this amazing mixture of plant derived oils and butters that are safe. And of course, they're not fragranced with artificial synthetic fragrances. They are fragranced with essential oils. And they are all formulated to absorb quickly without leaving a greasy residue. Just so fun. Okay, so for our self-care basket, here are some other great fun things that you can add to your basket. So if you make these items that we just talked about, the foot bath and the body lotion and the foot soak and the body scrub, that's what it's called. Um, then you can add these fun things. So you can add a sleep mask, you could add slippers, you could do crossword puzzles, you could do a body massager, coloring book, a colored pencils, stress ball, journal, chocolates, charcoal mask. So the charcoal mask, the stress away roll on, which is amazing, and the lavender calming bath bombs. Those last three items are Young Living products that you can purchase to throw in there. And I will say that right now, I haven't checked lately, but with our holiday release, we had some special bath bombs that only come out this time of year, as well as a special roll on. And I'm not sure if they're both available still or not, but those would be great things to add to this self care basket. And there's still time to order some of these fun products to add to your gift baskets. So, next, we're going to talk about our home basket. Now this one, there's three recipes for this one. So the first one is a holiday room spray. This one is so super simple. Broom sprays are so easy to do yourself and you know what's in it. They smell amazing and they're not going to harm you. They're not going to hurt your lungs. They're not going to hurt your skin. So this one is super easy. So 2 ounces of water, 8 drops of Christmas spirit, and 4 drops of peppermint, and 1 teaspoon, you can do witch hazel or like a grain alcohol, whichever you have on hand. And then you just add those ingredients to a 2-ounce spray bottle, glass spray bottle. And then you're actually going to fill, you don't use quite 2 ounces of water. You're going to fill it up to not quite all the way because you have to have room to put the sprayer in. But then you just kind of shake it up a little bit before you use it each time and spray it into the air. So we always have different room sprays that we have mixed up in our bathrooms ready to be used. And this one smells amazing. Christmas spirit and peppermint smell so good together. And the other combination that's really, really good with, which happens to be some of the oils we're talking about tonight, is Christmas spirit and vanilla. I've been putting that in my diffuser and it smells so good. Okay, so this was a new one to me, and I can't wait to actually make the samples of these tonight. And we will get to play around with making these tomorrow night for those who come to my house. But these are scented wax fire starters. So if you happen to have a fireplace where you burn, a wood burning fireplace, you're not going to put it if you have a gas fireplace, obviously. But and you could use this outside, right? Like if you have an outside fire pit or something that you do, because this will smell so good. I can't wait to try it and see how it works. So I remember making different types of fire starters when I was in Girl Scouts growing up, and we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything this fun. um, and they did not smell. They didn't smell good. I don't know if did y'all ever do that? You know, rolling up the newspaper and tying it with like twine and dipping it in the paraffin wax. Yeah. That was one version I remember doing in Girl Scouts. So funny. Okay, but this one is totally different. So this we're going to use natural soy wax flakes, bay leaves, cinnamon sticks, dried spices like whole spices, some pine cones or pine needles. You can kind of use whatever you have on hand. Kind of think about some of those. This along the lines of fall type scented, holiday scented, or items that you would see when you do a potpourri mix, right? Like those dried pieces of things. And then you can use different types of essential oils like cinnamon bark, cloves, cypress, thieves, even orange would be good to throw in the mix. And then you're going to want to have cotton wicks, or I actually bought wood. They have wood wicks. So I saw somebody else who made some of these and they use the wood wick. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow night. And then you just get, your paper baking cups. And all you do is you line a 12-cup baking tin with paper liners. You fill each cup with a mixture of all these dried things. So with the bay leaves, cinnamon sticks, dried herbs, you put the wick in the middle, and then you take the wax and you're going to melt the wax in a bowl. This says to just do it in the microwave, and then you will add the essential oils to the wax after you've melted it, and then you're just going to pour the wax into each of those little paper cups with those items, and then you let it cool. Once it cools, you can take it out of the pan. They're ready to use. They're in the little paper cups. I bought like the natural paper baking cups, and then you can store them in a container until they're ready to be used. And then you just put them at the bottom of your wood burning fireplace, put your logs on top, light the wick, and allow it to burn until the wood catches. So it's supposed to help help you start your fire. And it should smell good along the way while it's releasing those scents. So we'll see. We'll get to try it out and see how it works. The other thing in our basket here is they call it Holiday Magic Thieves Cleaner. My Thieves Cleaner actually has this in it right now because I had done our big bottle with this, I don't know, a week ago. So this is, for this the gift basket, you can do just an 8-ounce bottle size. When you do like a cap full of Thieves Household Cleaner, which we measured, 1 cap full of Thieves Household Cleaner is 1 teaspoon of Thieves Household Cleaner. And you do 10 drops of Christmas Spirit, fill it up with water, and then you just shake it up a little bit before you spray it. And it smells so good. Like your counters, you have this wonderful, Thief smells good by itself. And then you add the Christmas Spirit to it. It's so amazing. It's very lovely. And you could even do Christmas Spirit, add some vanilla, or add some orange with it, or add some peppermint with it. All three of those actually go really, really well with Christmas Spirit. And then we have, okay, so why ditch those plugins and candles? So why should we get rid of those? I know why I don't want them around me because I can't breathe when they're around. But the reason is because they can emit a range of volatile organic compounds or VOCs. They may contain endocrine disruptors. They often contain synthetic fragrance, which can lead to reproductive and developmental toxicity, allergies, respiratory problems, and more. That is exactly the things I was having problems with around all of the fake icky things, candles, plugins, all of those things. And now I'm actually even more sensitive because keep that away from me. And as soon as I walk into a room that has those things, I try to go pull them out of the wall because they're so horrible. But anyway, so if you have them in your house, please get rid of them. Get rid of them. Let's do some of these new things and you'll feel so much better. Okay, and paraffin wax candles can emit toxic fumes when burned, which is why when we're doing our little fire starter things, we're using a soy wax or you could use beeswax. I've been made the candles we have used recently or that I've made have been with either beeswax, and this is the first time I've actually bought the natural soy wax, so we'll see how it goes. Um, in recent years, I've just made, if I wanted to make my own and sent them myself, I've used actually used beeswax. Okay, so why switch to Young Living essential oils and diffusers? Essential oils can be dispersed into the air using a diffuser. The oils are backed by the seed to seal commitment, which ensures the highest quality standards. This is something that only Young Living offers. They have their own farms, they have their own partner farms, they have amazing testing that goes into every single product that they release, and they will not release things that do not meet their standards. The diffusers can purify the air without the use of harsh chemicals. They can help create a relaxing environment, set the mood, and even elevate the mood. And the different oils that you choose to use in the diffuser can bring different things. So it can help raise your mood. It can help calm your mood. It can help put you in the mood. So depending on what you're wanting to do for the day or the time of day, you just change up what you're doing. And the diffuser I have behind me over there is, I have Christmas spirit in it. I love Christmas spirit. So for me, that's a really kind of like puts me in the right frame of mind to be here sharing with you tonight. Okay, so some other home basket ideas. You could add to your basket dish towels, coasters, a throw blanket, a faux plant, personalized mug, cutting board, wine, luscious lemon foaming hand soap. That's a Young Living product. Thieves household cleaner. So you could give them the little spray bottle, but actually add a whole bottle of these household cleaner. Or I think you can still order the little packets. So you could even just give them a few packets to use to let them try it out. The sweet aroma diffuser, which I'm not sure if is still available, but we have some other smaller diffusers. There's some good deals on the oh, I just forgot the name of the one. Dewdrop diffuser. Right. Yes, that's right now. And Citrus Fresh Essential Oil Blend, which is an amazing one that is really great to freshen your home in your diffuser. So those last four products can be purchased from Young Living. Okay. Our last basket that we're going to talk about today is our treat basket. And here, our first recipe is our gingerbread cookie mix in a jar. And so this is one that you'll kind of mix some of the ingredients together and you're going to layer them. So I still get to go make this tonight. I will be posting pictures of all of these into my event for tomorrow night, but I can do it in this one from today too, so y'all can see it. But this one, you're going to use flour, baking powder, baking soda, ginger, allspice, cloves, brown sugar, and cinnamon bark vitality. And this does give you some instructions on whisking the essential oils into the sugar. And then you mix part of the flour with the baking soda and baking powder. You mix the other part of the flour with the spices, the ground spices. And then you're going to layer those ingredients. So basically you have three different bowls, and you're going to layer those ingredients into the jar as you go. And usually when you're dealing with the flour ones, and then the brown sugar will be a layer also. You usually get to have fun. I haven't done it for this one yet. I know when I've done them in the past, it's important, like it says, press firmly between each layer. So as you layer them, make sure you're pressing it in to make sure it fits well into the jar. And then it has some directions on how to use it, what to add to it. You're going to dump it all in, add, let's see, it has you add butter, molasses, white vinegar, and 1 egg. And then you're going to cover and refrigerate it for an hour. And then you're going to roll out your dough, and you do your fun gingerbread cookie shapes and bake those. So that sounds awesome. And one thing too is these treat recipes that I'm sharing, you can choose what type of flour you want to use. If you want to make it gluten-free, you could do that. There's some options you can do with the sugar part too. You'd have to play around with that to make sure it worked well in the recipe. But okay, our next one is peppermint brownies in a mason jar. So this one, we're going to have sugar, cocoa powder, crushed peppermints, chocolate chips, flour, salt, baking powder, and peppermint vitality. So this, again, you mix the essential oil into the sugar. It actually blends really well with the sugar in these recipes. Then you're going to layer the sugar, and then each of the things separately, pressing each of the layers in as you go. And then when you're ready to use it, you're going to dump it, mix it with butter, 4 eggs, and vanilla extract, and you're going to bake that. And this actually makes a 9 by 13 pan of brownies. So it's a good size recipe. And then our third treat basket recipe is peppermint hot cocoa. And you do 1 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 cup of sugar or coconut sugar, and then some sea salt, some mini chocolate chips, and 1 drop of peppermint vitality. And then it has you whisk the essential oil into the sugar and then mix together the rest of the ingredients, put it in a quart jar. And then for serving, you're going to do 1/3 of a cup. And you stir that into 1 cup of hot milk. And then you can top it with whipped cream and a dash of cinnamon. Now, I will tell you, I mixed this up exactly as it says, and it only fills a 16-ounce jar, not a 32-ounce jar. So it only filled my 32-ounce one up halfway. So if you're wanting to do a whole quart jar, according to this recipe, then you're going to actually want to double it to fit a big jar. So I'm going to be checking and playing around with that recipe to make sure it's good for those coming tomorrow night as we prepare. But just a heads up, because I did do that one. It fits perfectly actually in a 16-ounce jar versus a 32-ounce mason jar. Okay, so what are Vitality essential oils? Young Living carries a line of ingestible essential oils called the Vitality oils, and they are the same oil as the regular oils, just labeled differently to make it easier to know which ones can be safely ingested. You can add a drop or more of a Vitality oil into an empty vegetable capsule, a cup of tea, or a glass of water. You can even cook or bake with them, as we've been talking about here. As always, start slow and see what works for you. And so like we're talking, we're going to be adding these Vitality oils to our cookies, to our brownies, our hot cocoa. And one thing to know too, when you're using Vitality oils, you always start slow and see what works for you. Some of these recipes, I'm like, I know they need more than 1 drop because that's how we like them, because we've been using them for a long time. But you can always start with like these recipes I shared, doing it exactly as it says, and then add more if you want more flavor. And so here are, those are some of the ones. So I'm going to go over some of the oils that, we talked, wait, what am I doing here? I'm not supposed to do that. That we talked about, and share a little bit of the other benefits that these oils have. So other than just having good smells, things like ginger is traditionally used by Native Americans for its powerful properties. orange may reduce the appearance of blemishes and cleanses and refreshes. Vanilla creates a warm and tranquil environment. Christmas spirit evokes memories of joy, happiness, comfort, and security. Clove, healers in China and India have used clove buds since ancient times as part of their treatments. Cypress may help to reduce the appearance of blemishes, promotes the appearance of healthy looking hair. Thieves creates a fresh and healthy environment. Cinnamon bark and cinnamon bark vitality, it cleanses the air. It may provide immune and general wellness support when taken internally. And peppermint vitality soothes fatigued muscles, promotes healthy bowel function, and supports gastrointestinal system comfort when taken internally. Have any of y'all used some of these oils? Anybody have any stories about how they have worked for you? If you want to share, I can let you share real quick. If anybody wants to share. Anybody have a story they want to share about one of those before we go on? Okay, go ahead, Leslie.
Well, I don't know as it's so much a story as just I really love the citrus oils. I love the smells of them. They're so fresh. And the flavor into the water, just to give you a boost so that it's not just plain old water when you're hydrating. But I look forward to doing some of these recipes for myself, let alone to give them away. But I try it out on me first so I can give a report. But I love the different things. I might take a little bit of something from each one of the baskets and just group it into a basket for my pastor and his wife for Christmas, and just kind of have it show up and not say anything. I'm the only one in the congregation that they know of that does oils, so the jig will be up. But even so, I think they'll enjoy it. But yeah, the oils are great.
That's awesome. Thank you, Leslie, for sharing. And yes, definitely you could mix and match any of these, right? You can customize it to the person that you want to give the gift to. For sure, for sure. I like the ideas of how they have it kind of grouped together. But you can definitely, there may be some things, you may want to give people some stuff and they're not going to use fire starters. And that might not be something that they would use. They might use it as a candle version instead that you've made for them. But you know what I mean? So there's some things you can play around with.
Well, in this instance, they have a wood stove right in their living room. So
wow.
I'm kind of excited to do this. Plus we heat with a wood furnace. And even though our fire doesn't usually go out, occasionally it does, and then I'll get to play.
There you go. That's awesome. Very cool. Okay, let me see. Let me go back. I think I had. Okay, come on, cooperate. Okay, so why choose Young Living? Young Living is the only company that backs their products with a seed to seal quality commitment. It's so different than what you'll find out there with other companies. And you can rest assured that you're getting a quality product made with the highest quality essential oils and other naturally derived ingredients. There is so much more to Seed to Seal that we won't go into today, but I highly recommend that you check out their website where you can read it all by yourself. And that is seed2seal.com. And you can see all about our farms there. Actually, you can read about the testing processes and everything that goes into them certifying what they produce and what they share with us. Okay, so oops, gotta click here. Okay, so in our treat basket, some other things you can add to your treat basket would be something like craft sodas, candy, popcorn, oven mitts, spatula, mugs, movie rental gift card, einkorn granola, Ninja Zing or vanilla lemongrass tea set. So those last three are things you can order from Young Living. And I would check out once again some of the holiday offerings because there's some other fun things you can maybe add, some things that are only available part of the year. And yeah, the Einkorn granola is so yummy. And the Ninja Zing, if you have not tried it before, is also super fun. I like to make a drink with all the Ninja Zing mixed with like 2 ounces of Ninja Red, and then you throw a Ninja Nitro into it. And then I like to put cinnamon barked Vitality and the orange Vitality in there with it. It's so good. It's so good. So it's super yummy. So those are some fun things that you can do. So I did want to point out just a couple things because we are almost done with November. Tomorrow is the last day of November. And so if you're seeing this before November ends, if you're not tuning in live and you're watching the replay, so sorry. You get to do this now. But we have this bundle that they had released for as part of some of our sales this month that is available through tomorrow. And the cool thing is this actually has some of the oils we were talking about tonight. So you have vanilla, you have Christmas spirit, you have peppermint, and then you get oh, what else do we have in there? Bergamot, lime, and lemon. And the Believe oil is amazing. And you get a bottle of the Thieves Household Cleaner. So how perfect is that? Plus you get the diffuser, you get the dewdrop diffuser with it. And this is a huge deal. This set is $130 and the products are valued at over $230. So it is a great deal. For you personally, like if you're already a member, it's a great deal to get. You can get the savings, but it's also a great one to introduce to friends and family or to get as a gift. Buy the whole set and get it for your friend or your family for Christmas or other holidays stuff coming up. And then, of course, we have just 2 more days of November. If you haven't placed your orders, you still have the opportunity to earn some fun freebies when you place your orders. And this month we had some really good things. Inner Defense for your immune system, One Heart, which is my favorite oil. I really need to get some more of it. RC, what do we have? RC, lemongrass. So Citrus Fresh, yes. RC, One Heart, Inner Defense, Gratitude. Oh, Gratitude and Grapefruit. That's what it is. Gratitude and Grapefruit essential oil. Really, really great ones to use. And they're so much fun. Okay, so if you happen to be new or just need a reminder of how to order, so you're going to go to youngliving.com. But if you are new and you're watching this for the first time, please get with the person that invited you to watch this information, who shared this information with you, so that they can help walk you through the ordering process and make sure that you get connected to them so that they can support you in your wellness journey. But in the basics, you're going to go to youngliving.com or use a link that somebody sends you. Go that way. Click on the shop tab or the search bar. You're going to add to cart for a one-time purchase or add to loyalty rewards. The loyalty order for a recurring purchase, which is the best value for your money. Make sure you're ordering as much as you can on loyalty. And then when we have the special sales, some of them you get to do them on one time, but they're such great deals. Follow the prompts, set up your account, unlock your discounted pricing, and check it out. So don't forget to be sure when you're in the checkout process, if it's your first time, you want to add the information of the person who referred you. That's why it's important to let them know that you're planning to do some orders. And let's see. And what I ran out of time to do, I was going to do a wish list with all of these products we talked about tonight. I may try to still get that done and post it in the event later, just so it's quick and easy for y'all to access. And then just a quick little promo tip. There's some amazing events coming up. One thing that is getting started, we are just adding people to the group today, but you still have time to join if you want to join us for a 10-day rev up for December. Otherwise, we will have the next one kicking off the new year also. And you can contact Jennifer or myself and we can get you set up to get into the rev up, the 10-day rev up. It is a amazing 10 days to focus on some simple habits to help reduce the inflammation that you might have in your body. pretty much everybody is walking around with inflammation, whether you realize it or not. It also has been really helpful for people to get a jump start on their weight loss journey. And we just teach. I'm one of the coaches in there. We share some great information each day. We are there to support you and walk you through the process. If you have questions about it, let us know. I will just a quick also other upcoming events. Every single Wednesday, we are having something here at the same Zoom link. We are here sharing with you. Becky, who is listening in, she will be teaching next week. Next week will be focused on our Ninja Red products. So you do not want to miss it. It's another one of our core 5 classes. So we are doing a special thing. So if you attend all 5 core 5 classes we're doing between November and December, then you have an opportunity to win some prizes that Jennifer's going to be offering for everybody. I think everybody gets something, and then there might be a bigger prize, something like that. I forgot to have her write that out for me. Anyways, so next week is going to be Ninja Red. The week after that is going to be focused on our CBD products. And my husband, Todd Clayton, is actually going to be teaching that one. He is very knowledgeable on our CBD products. He has actually taught these classes multiple times. So he's going to come in and be one of our guest speakers. He is in our Young Living downline. And so he will be there. That'll be the 13th. So December 6th will be Becky with Ninja Red. He will be doing that one. And then on December 20th, we're getting close to the end of the year, I will be coming in and doing an Oils of the Bible class. And so that one might be a little longer because it's really hard to smish into an hour's time frame, but I will do my best. But it's a really great one. I like to kind of go over some of that again at this time of year, and just to learn about where did our oils come from, how do they connect to the Bible, and how are they used, because they were. So that's really awesome. And then we'll have some new things coming into the new year. And let me see, was there anything else? I think that was it. Oh, if you want to do your own gift making workshop and happen to be local, let me know. If you are not local and you are interested in doing some of these classes that we are offering, and you're part of Jennifer I's downline, or Michelle's or Becky's, because we're all working together, let us know, and we'll work with y'all to get to be able to share those things also. So yeah. Does anybody have any questions, anything, or any other stories about the oils we've shared, or experiences you wanted to share related to some of our fun products we've talked about tonight? No? Okay, Leslie.
Oh, I just want to give a shout out about Rev Up. It is a fantastic program. It might seem like it's a little overwhelming. It is so simple once you get into a rhythm, and you just do it for the 10 days. Just do it. It's kind of like the lymphatic class with Michelle. Just do it, and it'll start to flow. It'll just start to come. It'll make logical sense. And then after that, you choose whether you want to be logical and smart, or illogical and go back to inflammation and all that yucky stuff. But anyway, it is a fantastic, it just is a fantastic process and program. And the support that everybody that I have found, no matter what it's for, the support from Young Living is absolutely incredible, and it's unmatched by anything else that I've ever done. So drop the mic. I'm done.
Thank you, Leslie. That is so awesome. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for that promo, and I know that you've had some really great results and seen some really good things happening as being able to plug into that. And we've been so honored to be connected to you now through, getting connected through the Rev Up, and you are plugging in and learning from us. And we love that. And I love you sharing. You have some great information that you share, and insights into all the things. So thank you so much for being here. So thank you. That is awesome. Yeah. So let us know about the Rev Up. You can hop in the new one right now, or we can get you set up to make sure you can go into January. Oh, Becky says, yes, what Leslie said. And Michelle says, I adore you, Leslie. Super sweet. Let me check online just to make sure. Let's see, we had Susan online and Susie. Yeah, I get to see Susie and Michelle tomorrow night here. No questions from Charlie. Okay, great. Well, thank you all for being here tonight. I look forward to seeing those that get to be here in person with me tomorrow. And grab a friend. Any of y'all local that are seeing this or aren't local but have friends here, send them over. Send them over to join us tomorrow night. And we look forward to talking to you. Oh, one other thing that's coming up. So we have my in-person, I guess I kind of forgot to say that specifically, but I'm doing a DIY class where we'll make these items tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time at my home. And then on Sunday, for those of you that are in our Beyond Healthy Living, which is Nancy Sheridan's downline, we are having, and visitors are welcome to, but we are doing our holiday party on Sunday. So Sunday from 5 to 9, we're going to be having our holiday potluck. This will be at Nancy Sheridan's home. And so we're going to have a potluck and games. And then I will actually have all of our DIY stuff also set up there that evening. And so if anybody can't come on Thursday, you can do it then, or you come Thursday and you come Sunday, you have 2 chances to do that, or just to come and eat and have fun at Nancy's home. So please be sure to come and join us for that also if you are in the area, because we would love to see you.
I
And
have a
yes, Leslie.
question.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a remote location up here where we can go and do that with you?
Where are you at again, Leslie?
New York State. I'm
Oh,
just a
yeah.
stone's throw away. You got to have a good
Just
arm to reach me, though.
have to get up there one day. I know a lot of people up there now. My youngest daughter actually just arrived in New York City today. She's going to be up there for a few days with a friend. So very cool. So yeah, sorry, it's a little far for me to get there, but I know another person to go visit when we can make a road trip. Jen and I have been talking about that for a long time, making a road trip all the way up that way. So that'd be fun. Well, thank you all so much for being here this evening. If anybody has questions and you're watching this replay later in the group, just pop them in there and we'll follow up and check in with you there. And for those of you that have been on, I'll try to connect with you and get you, if you want it, I'll get you the file with the recipes so that you can have those to look at and try them out for yourselves. So y'all have a good evening. Thank you for being here, and we will see you all again really soon.